Here's to you for tuning in on this Friday night to watch another episode of On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the ugly, Mad Montreal Man. And you know, when the martial law comes to town, that's when you have to worry. But there's no worry for today because today we're just doing toys. That's right. And we're going to start today off with, I never thought I'd say I'd be doing this again, but I am. Another Spawn toy. That's right, we are doing the Disruptor from Spawn. Ooh, another Spawn toy. Well, last one was a surprise. Let's see if this one turns out to be the same way. Apart from that, though, before we get to that, how are you doing? Are you surviving? I know it's February, but are you surviving? I'm surviving. I hope you're surviving. Hope you're having a better survival time than I am. Yeah. Winter is kind of depressing, isn't it? It is. It's very depressing. But the good thing about winter is as long as you have toys, you have something to look forward to. So let's cut away. We'll be right back after we take a look at Disruptor from Spawn. Never thought I would say this about a Spawn character. I'm still in kind of shocked. I really like this one. There, I said it. I really like this one. Symmetry! Symmetry! It's all over the place on this thing. There's so much symmetry. Finally! A Spawn character that's symmetrical. Even though when I did say when I saw the back, I was thinking, Batman cape? I like the color scheme on this guy. The base is the base. What can I say? Really good color scheme on this guy. I really like the design, the sculpt. Even though I must admit, as a design character, I keep on thinking, where have I seen this character before? And I haven't read the Spawn book with this guy in him. I haven't. I just picked him up and I thought he kind of looks cool. Okay. It's not completely symmetrical because there's a slight variation. I think it's just in the sculpting on the shoulders. But it's pretty much a symmetrical action figure. But I kept on thinking, where have I seen this character before? What does it remind me of? And then it dawned on me. It reminds me of a character from DC. Shrapnel. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that. That kind of like, I made it of pieces of metal parts, but better designed. I'll give him credit for that. I actually like this character. I really do. This is one of the rare times I'll say this. I want another one so I can customize one. I want to leave this guy as is, but I wouldn't mind customizing one of these. Just give it a slightly different paint color, you know, just maybe add some black. But yeah, this is one character I recommend. I will say this. I never thought I'd say this. It's a Spawn action figure that you want to get. Oh, what is wrong with the world? I finally like a Spawn character that I'm recommending. I must be losing my mind. Or I'm in a different dimension. No, I'm still in my room. Okay. All right. So yeah, miracles do happen. I found a Spawn character that I like. I'm not sure if he's a good guy or bad guy. You let me know in the comments if you read the comic book with him in it, Disruptor. But as an action figure goes, I'm actually really pleased. I'm actually a bit shocked. So let's put him down. Hey, he's looking at you. He's staring at you. Look at those beady eyes. He's like, I can see you. I can see you. I have no idea if that's the character's voice, but I'm just losing my mind. It's Friday afternoon, and I promised you guys an episode today, and I need to make up for that Batman special because that was depressing, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, then. Okay. Now, before we go any further, let's go somewhere else. Let's go back to the wonderful world of DC. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm a DC guy. I used to be an independent guy, as you can tell by the t-shirts, but comic books industry has changed so much over the years, but I still love my characters, such as Firestorm. That's right, we're doing this wonderful guy. Ooh, the Collector Series Edition Firestorm. This isn't the variant. I want the variant. I haven't found the variant. I really do want the variant because look, it's darker than this. It looks cool. But this is your semi-classical Firestorm. So, what do you say? Oh, shiny. Oh, it's so shiny in the light. What do you say we take Firestorm out of the package and take a better look at him? Once more, the wonderful, powerful work of editing magic. Close-up, I did swap the hand out. He comes in packaged with a flaming fist that looks more like he put his fist into a pile of spaghetti, but I like the other hand. But I switched out to the pointing finger, as you saw in the close-up. Now, this is the Ronnie Raymond Martin Sheen Firestorm. That's right, the original Firestorm. Yep, really cool base. I actually don't like the card as much. It's not the Firestorm art that really should go with this character, but who cares? It's still a toy. And if you're doing a Justice League set, which I think I'm, in some weird way I'm doing now, I'm kind of building a Justice League set. Because, you know, Hawkman, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Firestorm. I still want the variant. I think the variant looks good. It's like a darker, it just, I don't know, it looks good. Actually, I think the card looks more like, hold on. This card is the colors pretty much of the variant of him. I want the variant. Somehow. I need to get it. But yeah, overall, what do I think of our nuclear friend? I love him. I still love the original character, the Ronnie Raymond Martin Sheen combo, not the whatever incarnation of Firestorm is at now. Hey, comic book people, quit remaking your comic book characters. If it works, it works. You know, there's enough of this. Let's change everything to be something else. I'm gonna go on a I'm gonna rant. Okay, I'm sure you've heard about the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie they're being made. It's gonna feature anybody, right? Famous pirate, real person who did live, a real person who was red-haired, fair-skinned. Disney, or the people making Pirates of the Caribbean, which is pretty much Disney, have cast an African-American actress. I don't know about you, but I am actually offended by this. Hold on a second. Let me just focus in a bit more. You know why I'm offended by this? Because it's one thing to take a fictional character like Firestorm and eventually turn him into an African-American kid. And I can understand why comic books do that. They don't want to make new characters because new character means they don't have to do copyrights and royalties to the artist who comes up with that design. But when you take a historical figure and you change the ethnicity of that character, why? Why? I mean, can you imagine a Martin Luther King played by a Chinese person? Wouldn't that be weird, people? Would you be like, oh, you'd be up in arms, wouldn't you? Or how about if we go back to the 40s and 50s when a lot of Asian characters, such as Charlie Chan, were played by white people? There is so much wrong with that. People nowadays go, oh, no, oh my God, you can't watch Charlie Chan movies because they were played by a British guy and, Peter Lorre, and these guys were not Asian. Well, if you can have political correctness on one side of the equation, where you can't have, for example, like a Caucasian playing an Asian person, then you shouldn't be having an African American person playing a well-established, red-haired, fair-skinned Caucasian. I mean, do people not realize how it's offensive in some ways? It's offensive. It's not that I'm being a racist, because I'm obviously not, because anyone who knows me knows, it's like I have friends of all backgrounds. Hell, my kids are half Chinese. I love my babies. But it gets to a point where I'm shaking my head going, there's something wrong here. It's one thing to do it to a fictional character. Take Captain America, turn the Falcon into the Captain America because we don't make a new character. Or take Firestorm or some other characters and change them, just to be politically correct. Well, we have to make some characters gay. We have to make some characters different ethnicities. So instead of just saying, okay, we'll make a new character, which would make common sense because you keep the old character so you don't insult people who love the history of that character. I will make a new character. Yeah, here you go. But no, these companies are so terrified of paying an artist for an original character and making sure they have royalties and rights to that character. They don't want to do it, so they just take characters they already own that they don't have to worry about paying someone for. They'll just say, okay, let's change them. And that to a point I can get. Why I never will sell my characters to DC ever again. I did originally. If you know who I am, you know fully well. Suicide Squad 45, my name's in there. Thanks to my buddy Jeff Fisherwood, I got my little break in the comic books way back then, and then I stopped. Still design them, but I went off point there for a second. But it's understandable when you do it with fictional characters, like Firestorm. But when you start taking historical characters that existed, and you start ignoring the history of that character just to make a movie, it's insulting. I mean, if there's anyone alive from her family, I would be getting the lawsuits out now. I mean, I don't care if they want to do a movie with an African American, female pirate. Go ahead. Come up with a new name. Seriously. I mean, I would never design a character named Martin Luther King who was not black. It boggles my mind. And when I was going through the feeds this week, and I kept on seeing so many people posting about this, even people in the black community are saying, no, stop this. This is stupid now. This is dumb. This has gone out of hand now. I mean, what's next? Cleopatra is going to be black or Asian? When historical facts indicate she was more of a Greek ancestry. Alexander the Great, come on, do the math. Or how about saying, okay, Genghis Khan was actually a Viking. Oh no, but then again, there's some people who are now saying Vikings were actually all black. People ignore facts and they ignore history. And not just in fictional characters, but in real characters too. And it just irked me, especially when I was looking at him going, I was so happy it said Ronnie Raymond. Then it dawned on me, yeah, they've changed him to another character. And it just bothers me. I mean, comic book companies, just make new characters. Seriously. There are artists out there like me who wouldn't care so much about the royalties and copyrights because we want to see our characters being published. But no. You want to basically take characters like Firestorm and make them into something else, just to be politically correct. Well, the funny thing about this, historically speaking, comic books, when it comes to politics, you should ignore politics. Look what happened. You had comics in the 40s that were really good. Great stories, great artists. Oh, you got so terrified about, the approved comic books code. So you basically turned comic books into a joke. You ever read comic books from the 50s? Batman, Superman, they're pathetic. It's more like romance novels. Nothing but romance and stuff. It was comedy. It was horrible. Thankfully, the 60s came around. We had decent writing again. We had good storylines. They built up until the Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it got better from there. Then they went to New 52 and Marvel sold to Disney, and comic books have been doing this again, especially with all this political correctness. And the same goes for movies, folks. Tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm not tired of toys, though. And I'm not tired of Firestorm. Back on track, folks. Now, so what do I think of Firestorm? Well, obviously you can tell by that rant I wasn't planning on doing that I'm happy it's Ronnie Reagan. Well, Nancy, I forgot to take my pills today. Ronnie Raymond and Martin Sheen, Firestorm, the original Firestorm. I'm happy it's them. The costume makes me think of the comic books. I like it. I like the fact that they didn't do the hair off to the side, like we saw with Wave Rider. It's basically, it looks like the comic book. It feels like the comic book character. The head, I feel it's a little bit small. A tad small. Like I can crash in your head. Crash. If you know what reference that is, kids in the hall. I can crash in your head. Crash. Nobody home. But yeah, I'm losing it, folks. Yeah, it's one of those days. I should not watch the news or go on TikTok. I should be one of those old guys who just go, "Hey, leave me home alone with my cat and my dog. I'm going to put blinders on to the world." But I can't. I can't put blinders onto the world. I can't ignore bad toys. I can't ignore what's happening in the comic industry or in movies. But when I do see something like this, something that's refreshing. Oh, yeah. Todd, before I go too much off topic, Todd, it holds them. I give you credit for that. But it's Firestorm. And for what you charge for these collector editions, you think you do something more with the base than just put a silver logo. Well, I've really gone off topic today, haven't I? Oh, well. You're used to it with me, I guess. But would I recommend getting Firestorm? It's pretty obvious. I'm saying go out, get Firestorm. This one, or even the variant. If you get the variant, though, will you sell it to me? I want one. I want the variant. But no, I really do like Firestorm. I'm happy I got him. I had pre-ordered him so long ago. You know what's sad? When I'm doing toy reviews for toys that I got back in October. Then again, things got delayed because of the holidays. A whole bunch of stuff I ordered now has been delayed or canceled, so it gives me time to catch up and to say hi to you wonderful people out there. Those of you who like and subscribe. Oh, I got the plug-in. And if you're wondering where I got Firestorm, GameStop, of course. My buddies at GameStop managed to get this guy in for me. Oddly enough, there weren't that many coming to Canada. For some reason, orders were cut, but I managed to get him, which is nice. But unfortunately, I did not get the variants of him, Hawkman, or Sinestro. Yeah. But if you're not, if there's no GameStop near you, for example, if you're in Ireland, well, of course, there's no GameStops there. You're going to go to Sub City Comics. Or if you're in Dublin, the Big Smoke. If you're in London, Forbidden Planets. If you're in Galloway, well, Sub City, double plug. And if you're in Glasgow, if you're in Glasgow, boys, as Cheapy would do, go to Castle Comics. If you don't know who Cheapy is, obviously you don't love gingers. Beautiful red-haired women from Scotland who have TikTok. I'm just saying. I'm really losing it today. I'm going to put Firestorm down before I get too off track. Firestorm. Okay. And no, the show's not going to end there because I'm doing something different today. Obviously, my mind's gone. Yes, Graffiti used to make these wonderful t-shirts. Epic comic, by the way. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, Martial Law was an epic comic from back when Marvel had decent company. But I'm doing something I never thought I'd do today. A game review. I read the manga, and I also watch the anime. So I figured, why not pick it up? So let's take a look at what I think of the Hero Academia game. We'll be back shortly. I promise. Well, I gotta take it out and set it up, so it'll be a while. For me, not for you. Okay, I took it out of the package. I haven't set it up yet, but let's just look at the features. And there's not going to be any close-up of this because I haven't set it up. I'll show you a little bit of time. Here's the actual playing field. And if you've read the manga or watched the anime, this makes me think more anime. This is a small playing field. It's not that big. It's really not that big, but it's still well designed. You also have some other things you have. I gather these are like the points. I haven't read, and yes, it does come with a rule book. I have to read this. Well, I'd have to get someone to play it with because I'm alone. I'm a very lonely old man. That's right. Slowly withering away with my toys. No, I got this when my daughter Nika comes to visit eventually sometime this year. We'll play a game. But yeah, it comes with these, like, I guess, point cards. I'm not sure what they are. Well done, cardboard. Now, these are the players you get. These guys, double-sided, really good artwork, too. Go with the little bases that hold them in place. And, yeah, I'm actually impressed with the quality of the stock. Now, it's not every Hero Academia character. These are the ones. These are the characters you get to play. Really big dice. Almost my size hand dice threw me like that. You also get a whole bunch of cards. Now, the cards are not like action figure cards. No. They're actually just like, what can you do, like ally cards and so forth. It makes me think of Clash of Heroes, which was an online game way back when. It was a game I used to play online. It doesn't exist anymore. But it was just a fun little game. Well, kind of like something. I think another version would be City Heroes. Now, it also comes with the character cards. And I was thinking flimsy cardboard. No, this is actually really thick cardboard. And of course, you got the main characters. And yeah, I'm actually, you know, for $5 at the Dollarama store. Oh, there's a new plug, Dollarama. It was a good pickup. I mean, would I have paid full price for this thing? Probably not. But like I said, I went to that store. I'm not gonna give them another plug. I went to that store and I was like, okay. Yeah, why not? I watched the anime. I read the manga up until now. Good manga, by the way. When I first saw it, I thought, okay, it's going to be like a spoof of superheroes like a lot of mangas are. No, it's actually really good. So if you see the game, pick it up, especially for $5 at a Dollarama or something near you like that. It was fun. It was a fun little game to pick up. I'm looking forward to playing with my daughter. I'm not going to set it up right now because I have no one to play with. I need a social life. But I have toys. But we're not done. No. Because it would have been on the peg episode if I didn't do what I'm known to do. Apart from rant and go off topic and, okay, I'm known for a lot of weird things, but you know, what can you say? When you get this kind of gray hair, you become like an older toy. You become part of the vintage corner. That's right, vintage corner. And I have something you probably have not seen in a long time. 4 action figures. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. These were from a great filmmaker, special effects guy named Stan Winston. This was from his studio. He did these characters and they were made into toys. Give me a second. Now, they're not really superposable. But I'm going to cut away, do a close-up of these guys so you can get a good look at them, and then we'll come back. I'll be back shortly. Saw a close-up of them. Let's look at them individually. Now, I honestly can't remember the names of these toys. I got these so long ago. But I do remember when I saw them, I went, oh my god, those are cool. And I know you're thinking, I make fun of Spawn for not being symmetrical, but these were like before Spawn. And they were just sci-fi magic. I mean, yeah, they're really not that posable. I mean, they're more like little statues. But they are so cool. It's just one of those things that when I looked at them, I went, I gotta have these. And I remember they weren't that expensive. Back in those days, they were not that expensive. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember properly, he was supposed to be one of the bad guys. But just the detail was amazing. And I know they've had accessories that I think I've misplaced. You know, like, for example, I can't remember which character this giant gun went to. I thought it was his. But yeah, just the fact that they were willing to do something different. You know, it was kind of like, you know, humans versus aliens kind of thing. But it was really cool. I remember this guy. This guy, when I saw him out, this guy was the first guy I saw in the store at the time, back then. And I went, oh my God, it looks like it's Simon Bisley design kind of character. It just, you know, if you're familiar with the magazine Heavy Metal and like the Heavy Metal movie, the first one, or even the second one, it made me think of like, this is a heavy metal character. This guy is like so freaking badass. I have to get him. I have to get him. Now, he also had a sword, but unfortunately the top of the sword broke somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's still kept in the scabbard. And just to show you how well Stan Winston Studios were. Now, if you don't know his studio, think Aliens. I'm just saying. To Geiger Designs, he made them better. He's been doing unfortunately Stan passed away ages ago, but his studio still exists, and they've been doing Monster Magic, real special effects, not like CG. We're talking real practical effects for a long time. But it just shows you the amount of skill they had. Oh, and by the way, look at that. Now, if you're a fan of Danny Yu Creations, if you don't know who Danny Yu is, he's a great, like, he does models, it's RCs. I recommend checking him out. I follow him on Facebook, so I get all his videos when he comes out. Really cool. But it's the kind of thing he would take apart and just have fun with. It's just, but the detail. I mean, oh yeah, cape comes off too. It's just, yeah. If I had the time and a 3D printer, I would probably make some better articulated versions of these guys, maybe customize them a bit. But this is something I really like having, especially here in the vintage corner. But enough about the vintage toys, shall we? I know you're thinking, dude, this is going on too long. Wrap it up. We're tired of seeing your face. I'm evil. I have one more to show you. One more. Wait a minute. Let me just lean this way. Look at the back wall. I'm proud of this wall. But I got one more to show you. I've been saving this one for a special day. Today's not a special day. I just figured, what the heck, it's there. All right. DC Direct, of course, because obviously I'm a DC guy. And I know you're thinking you want to see some Marvel Legends. I did Power Princess recently. And by the way, I have a modified opinion of Power Princess. She's not as good as I thought. I noticed her arm joint, I've posed a couple times, is weak. They seem to be weaker. They don't really want to stay up. Maybe it's just the one I got, but the shield broke. So I can see why people have been repainting them, because when they repaint them, they can make it a bit thicker. But back to DC Direct. This was called a Page Puncher. Must be a pretty big book. Ha ha! That's right, we're doing Gorilla Grodd. Oh, boy, he's a big guy. So I'm going to once more use the wonderful magic of editing to save you the grief and torment of me showing you all sides of the box while I take him out. All right? Okay, I'm not doing that one again. That's stupid. I'll just do my usual lean in and push on the button. Gorilla for I approve of this action figure. And if you're offended by gorilla noises, then you are way, way too politically new woke to be watching this channel. I'm a gorilla and I offended to your portrayal of gorilla noises. Too bad. I'm a comic book character too. I identify as a alien being from ancient times. Whatever. Okay. I'm definitely disappointed with the world today. But I'm not disappointed with Grodd. I mean, the detail on the fur. I mean, this is an actual ape's gut. I mean, it makes me think of it. Someone did some homework and studied gorilla biology. I mean, his weight holds him up. This is a joke. And if you don't recognize this Gorilla Grodd, he's from that DC Direct line that had the Flash and, the Atom, Captain Cold, and, Heat Wave. Wow, almost forgot. Alzheimer's. It's a horrible thing to... Okay, now I'm going to have people offended I made an Alzheimer's joke. Well, my grandfather had it. My mother had it. My aunt had it. It runs in the family. I'm bound to get it. Unless I keep doing these videos. But, I'm sorry, folks, if the Mad Montreal man has got a little loopy today. I'm drinking the cream soda. It is cream soda, by the way. It's pink cream soda. In Quebec, they get clear cream soda. In the rest of Canada, it's pink. I don't know why. It's just... Well, I do know why, because Quebecers were smart enough to know the difference between cream soda and club soda. The rest of Canada couldn't figure out. It's clear. They're both clear. One said club, one said cream. Go figure. Yeah. Woohoo! It's Friday. This is what happens when you don't work for 3 months. And all you have is toys. Lots of toys. Give me more toys. Send me toys. Send me toys. I'll take toys. You don't want a toy? Send it to me. Except all the Star Wars stuff. There's too much of that out there. And I don't want to start collecting Star Wars. But if you have Marvel Legends or DC or some independent companies out there doing some really cool toys, send them to me. I'll appreciate it. I'll review them. I'll give you a plug. That's right. But no, Gorilla Grodd. I mean, I love the detail. I mean, it is a good orange before Grodd. It makes me think of the comic book character in more ways than one. I like the fact that they didn't do a typical human skull. They did Gorilla Grodd skull. The detail in the cape is nice. I love them. This is one DC Direct that when I first saw him, I was being stupid. I was like, I'm not going to buy that. Then I bought the Flash, the Atom, Captain Cold, and Heat Wave, and I was like, I need to get him too. He's part of that same series. It's a series that came with this comic book. I'm not reviewing the book because I've already reviewed it. He also comes with a card. The usual comes with a card. But for the most part, I'm happy I have him. I mean, he looks good. I recommend picking him up. It's just one of those times. I've had, oh my God. I recommended a Spawn today. A regular DC collector's edition. This is a 3 recommendation show. Well, 4 if you count. No, 4. I counted the game. I said pick it up. And technically, this is a 5 positive review show. Because I also said if you can get a hand on some of these old Stan Winston toys, pick them up. Wow. I had nothing bad to say today except about, these little plastic disc thingies. Whew. Wow. So that's it, really. I'm not going to do any other toys. I do have a lot still to do. The shelf. The shelf. Let me show you the shelf. It's still there. It's still there, and it's still full. It's still full of toys. I still have toys on this wall to take off and review. So we have enough toys to get us to the new stuff comes in. That's why I'm doing more than one. Yep. Next week, though, I don't know what I want to review. Do I do more McFarlane Collectors, because I have at least 4 more Marvel Collectors. I got a whole bunch of gold labels to do. I got a whole bunch of stuff like I got a long time ago that's been sitting here. I've also got one more large DC toy and a couple 2-packs. I even got I think it's a 5. Yeah, it's a 5-pack and a 3-pack. And I still have no more marbles. Sorry, no more Marvel. No more Marvel toys at the moment. I still have some marbles are in still packages. You saw them back on the Marvel wall. Maybe I'll start taking those up to make you Marvel fans happy and piss off more. It's vintage and packaged people. I like pissing them off. Toys should be taken out. Toys should be looked at and go, that's really cool, and put on a shelf. I still have one NECA turtle to do. So I don't know what I'll do next week. Oh, I have another Mortal Kombat. I'm just looking at my pile over there. I won't show you the pile because it's kind of depressing that I have so many toys to review still. I'm that far behind. But I figure, hey, gives me stuff to talk to you about. Of course, I'm not sure. I think Leroy Jr. will be back next week. I'm not sure if Peter's coming back next week or not. It depends. But Leroy's got a stack of toys himself to review. He's got a few. That little mouse is spoiled. Okay, he's a white rat, but still, he's a cute little rodent. He's got a ton of toys to review. Peter's only got a few left to do. I think Peter's got 1, 2... Okay, Peter's got like 4 toys to review, somewhat. But yeah. But no, once more, I want to thank you for watching. And yeah, I will be doing these in a short sometime next week. These will be in a short. So keep an eye for the short. So I'm told to remind people, if you don't already subscribe to the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, like the video. Yeah. If you want to know when that short's going to be, use that little notification bell. But for the most part, I just hope you enjoy the videos. I hope you have a good time watching these. I hope you get a laugh at me being me. And, share the videos. Spread the word out there. I mean, I would love to hear from some of the other people out there. Not that I don't like hearing from you, Shane. I love you, Shane. But it'd be nice to hear, for example, if you work at a comic book store, tell me you saw the show. Tell me if you liked it or not. If you're one of the other subscribers, just say, hey, can you talk about this? Can you wear a white t-shirt for a change? Just don't ask me to wear pink, because that'll never happen. But on that note, I will say once more, out of my heart, my deepest depths of my soul, thank you for watching the videos, for tuning in on a Friday night, or I just realized by the time this is up, and Shane watches it, if you're in Ireland or in Europe or in London, whatever, this is actually normally the first thing in the morning. So this is your breakfast show. For me, it's like it's a horrible weather day in Ottawa today, but to me, it's just a Canadian afternoon, evening show that I film and put up. But for you people in different time zones, it's probably a morning show. So good morning, boys. How are you doing? Oh, am I waking you up now? Oh, am I loud enough for you, boy? Oh, Danny boy. Actually, I don't know any Dannys. That's weird. Just totally bizarre. But, let's wrap this puppy up. I've tormented you guys enough. And don't forget, tomorrow on the Mad Montreal Man channel, Mad Montreal Man channel on YouTube, there'll be the Montreal Man show. It's coming up. That's not as much fun as this because that's where I get serious. I know you're thinking, him? Serious? This guy? This face? But yeah, I do get serious there. It's my commentary show. Sort of. But let's go. Let's say good night now, or good morning. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good life. Stay positive no matter how bad your life is. Trust me, my life is in the shitter, but I'm still staying positive. Do you know why? Because I have toys. On that note, we'll see you next week.